They're ready.
Yeah.
Ready.
Here's our cheat sheet.
Let's go. All right. All right, hey guys, welcome to the second episode of Society Bytes. Hello, Nina. This is my lovely roommate, Nina, guest hosting yet again.
Yet again. You can't get rid of me because I live here.
But yes, so today we are going to be talking about cell phones in public / how freaking dependent we are on cell phones these days.
We are.
I know, it's ridiculous. So, would you like to begin?
I would, Nick. Thank you for asking.
Oh, you're welcome.
Lovely evening. I strongly dislike that I use my cell phone a lot. I'll be crossing crosswalks and still looking at it, which is extremely dangerous. And
I'm guilty of it too.
Everyone does.
I feel like that's why I don't know how to get anywhere, because I'm too busy staring down.
Yeah. Well, you're quite tall too, so you always stare down.
This is true. But like seriously, I if I'm walking anywhere, I'm always like too busy with my phone. Like
what's the earlier generations? Like my cousins are, in like 7th grade and 3rd grade. What are they going? They're not going to know life, because our generation at least knew life before crazy cell phones. I remember the huge ass cell phone that my mother used to have.
Everyone
that took up your whole jaw and ear.
Put that in your clutch.
They're gonna have a phone on their finger and just tap their ear and say hello.
It's gonna be built in. It's just gonna be in your arm.
It will. It's extremely creepy. I feel kind of uncomfortable about it when I think about it for long periods of time. Just thinking if I'm 40 and 50. What's going to happen?
Yeah. I mean, phones keep getting bigger. They got thinner and thinner, but the screens got bigger and bigger. So it's now you're holding this 7-inch block of I can't pay attention to what I'm going to step on. Everyone's going to start stepping in gum and dog poop, and
it's going to be highly disgusting.
It's going to be highly
I was thinking about
disgusting.
this the other day, though. Isn't it funny, though, how we want our TVs to be bigger, but our cell phones and our computer screens smaller? I find that extremely interesting, because I watch most of TV and some movies online, but yet we want our 55-inch and our 60-inch TV.
Yeah.
It's so strange.
Currently, my computer is a 15-inch screen, and so is my TV in my room. And
so is my computer.
Yeah. But I just find it funny that literally my computer screen is bigger than my television.
Yeah. So. Interesting.
Completely off topic. I just let you guys know about it. But yes, another thing that smartphones is doing is getting it so that no one knows how to go anywhere. I'm so dependent on my GPS.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely.
I don't know how people got around LA without them.
Yeah, especially LA. No, my parents went on a trip last month for Valentine's Day, and their GPS wasn't working, and I was like, "Oh, are you okay? How are you gonna go?" And my mom's like, "We're gonna use a map." So
what's a map? Isn't that maps are what are installed on a GPS?
Exactly.
I didn't know there was
in the
another
Lexus.
kind.
It's right in front of you.
Yeah, because we both own those.
Yeah, we do. No, we don't. Mom, I want a new car. Okay.
But I don't know.
And
did you used to use MapQuest back in the day?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Which I feel like is more dangerous than a GPS, because you had to hold the piece of paper and you're trying to figure out where you're going while you're driving.
But if you take a wrong turn, you don't know what the hell to do after that.
Yeah, it doesn't reroute when you had to print it, unfortunately.
That'll happen in 40 years, I'm sure. Paper can change into...
there's already e-ink things, readers, and blah-de-blahs.
Anyone who ever watches The Office, have you seen the episode where, I don't know what season it is, but computers and websites come in, because Dunder Mifflin is a paper company, and a computer and websites, they're enforcing to use that more, and Rainn Wilson tries to fight the computer because it starts talking back to him, and he wants to get more sales than this computer. And it's supposed to be funny, but it kind of had an interesting point about, is paper dead versus everything's on a computer now.
Well, I mean, it's gotten to that where I feel like magazines are kind of dying and, like, newspapers are, like, they have, like, everything online, and I can't imagine there's a heck of a lot of people that... I mean, the downside to news getting printed is that you can read it online days before.
Yeah.
So it's like...
Perez Hilton will tweet about it way before it even happens.
Yeah, fact.
He has
because
that power.
He talks about the most important news in our society.
I only read when he talks about John Mayer. That's the only time I read.
Perez, I love you. Don't worry. We're like this, so...
oh, goodness. Oh.
Go ahead.
Texting while driving.
Dun, dun, dun.
None of you better do this. Whoever is listening and watching this, you're a freaking idiot if you do this. That's my opinion.
Wow. Way to be harsh.
This is not harsh.
Nina and I hate tell. Yeah. I hate tell while driving. Which is, that's like a walkie-talkie.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
You just push a button and
you just speak into it, and then
it's basically like the push-to-talk gimmick that I can't remember what cell phone company had.
That was I don't remember either, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's kind of the same concept.
Well, I'm kind of a hypocrite because I listen to Pandora in my car, and that's something that I don't like about the iPhone versus like my first generation iPod, because it still has buttons that you can push on them, and I still have my old, I don't know, whatever gig it was, 8 gig, 4
gig. Get with the times.
I know. I can't get rid of it, though, because when I listen to music, I like feeling the button, so I'm not looking down, because on the iPhone, you can't press anything.
That's why old flip phone cell phones were so much safer for texting and driving.
Yes. Oh,
because if you were real good at T9, you didn't have to look down. It was just like diddly-diddly-diddly-do, and you were good. Whereas diddly-do. That was the sounds my buttons used to make. But nowadays, there's no buttons.
So like with Pandora, if I want to skip a song or whatnot, I have to look down and do it.
Yeah. You have to hit the button on the top of your phone and hit the button and the button and
And if you have a passcode and it comes on in 4 minutes, you got to do your passcode, and it's such a hard life we have.
Yeah, first world problem. Fact. Oh, but yeah, what else in the cell phone world? What other things do I use my cell phone for all the time?
Well, I could say something, but I'm not going to say it. You like to use an app at times.
But what else can I talk about to get us off of this topic? Even like dependent, like Yelp and that kind of stuff. It's like, I feel like I don't know anything around me. I just use my cell phone to figure it out.
That's kind of good, I guess.
I mean, it's beneficial in a lot of situations, but like living here,
that's true.
Beyond like a block in any direction, I have no idea what is there.
Yeah, what did people do? They just like went around places. The computer's talking back to us, and I don't like it.
Stop yelling, computer.
But I don't remember just word of mouth. I'm trying to think back, like high school and stuff, when I didn't really have a phone. It was just kind of like you knew your spots or recommendations from people you actually talked to, and just not on the internet. But I don't know generations before that, how that happened. Like, how do you find a cool spot, a cool jazz club or a bar in LA?
Did you actually have to like go to play? Like, you can't just read a review and know it's good. You have to go and figure it out yourself. Oh,
wow,
that's so.
Our generation kind of sucks. Like now that I'm thinking about things,
lazy pieces of crap.
I kind of wish I was born a little bit earlier.
Yeah, like we don't know how to get anywhere, and I don't know. Yeah,
it's incredibly...
Think about it, guys.
I'm thinking about it. That's why you don't hear me talk, because I consider these things, and they depress me. Because I'm really 40, not 24.
But like, think about generations to come. Like, we're really dependent on this stuff.
I am scared shitless.
Like seriously, though. Like, if we're already this lame, think about, like, 20 years from now, how incredibly pathetic everyone will be.
Just take some time each day, not with your phone. Like an hour, put it away for an hour, read, put it away when you go out with people. Oh,
gosh, we need to talk about that. I might go get my computer charger. All right, so people using their cell phones on dates or out with friends and stuff.
What's good? what's not good, what's appropriate, what's acceptable.
I feel like, in my opinion, you should really never use your phone unless there's like this looming emergency potential. Like, one of my family members is in the hospital.
Are you talking about on a date, not with friends? You're talking about on a date, or in general, everything?
I feel like in general. If
really?
Like, well, I mean, it's one thing if it's like at a gathering, like a big get together or like a party.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's different. But if it's like, there's probably a number. Like, if it's like 4 people or less, then you probably shouldn't be on your phone.
That's true. Who else? Who are you texting if you're with 4 people? Do you really text that many people regularly? I don't.
You're texting your backup plan being like, I'm busy. This is yeah.
I think with friends it's fine. Except if I'm just out with like one person and that's all that they're doing, then I actually say something to them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm guilty of this. Not on one-on-one, but I'm definitely guilty.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm guilty, too. I think everyone's guilty, but I definitely have been less guilty now than, like, 2 years ago or even a year ago.
Yeah.
Doing it.
I consciously am like, if my phone vibrates, it kills me inside not to look at it because it could be the most important text of my life.
I don't know. When I had boyfriends or whatnot, if we were in a fight, I would wait like hours for him to text me back about something, like I really wanted him to answer a question. And then it's only when I go out with my girlfriend
do they respond.
And then I'm like, okay, I really want to check it. But now I'm just like, screw you, I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I have a couple friends that have this game/rule where you stack the phones on the table and whoever touches their phone first has to pay for the meal. So it's a way to discourage people from using their phones during dinner.
Smart. Have you lost?
No, absolutely not.
But what if no one picks up their phone?
Well, then you just split it like you would have initially. But it's like if you're that desperate to look at your phone, then you're paying for the meal. I'm
going to ask my friends who use their phones a lot to take me out to dinner. And play this game.
Exactly.
Free meal.
Perfect. But I mean, on top of that, yes, we're addicted to like checking for phone calls and texts and stuff. And I feel like it's rude on a date, no matter what.
Yeah.
But I feel like our phones notify us like constantly because we have like
with everything.
We have like Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and Vine and and texting and phone calls.
Can we go ahead? I want to talk about Vine, but finish your thought.
Phone calls are one of the things that phones are rarely used for anymore.
You're right. You're right.
It's kind of ironic. But
I don't remember the last time my phone rang.
Yeah, and when it rings, you're like, oh.
I don't pick it up.
It's got to be family.
My friends know I don't pick up my phone. I just don't. Well, some of the people that call me, I know that they're going to want to talk forever, and I would rather talk to them forever on Facebook or through text because then I can take my time talking to them. But I'm always multitasking no matter where I am. So unless it is my family, I don't want to just sit there with one, which is bad. Like, I don't think that's a good thing because my mind is constantly wanting to do all these other things.
Yeah.
Which I think is a cause of what this generation is.
Yeah, I feel like our ADD and inability to, like, pay attention to anything is due to the fact that there's stuff going on our phones and our cell phones and TV and all this crap.
Yeah.
Unimportant. It's stupid stuff that we are so busy with.
Speaking of stupid stuff, I am such an advocate against Vine. I get that it's fun, but I was talking to a friend, weeks ago about it. He said I'm surprised since you like film, you're not interested in Vine. It's kind of cool doing 6-second movies, yada, yada. And I said, it would be cool. But I think that makes you develop ADD even more if ADD is just such a whimsical thing and it's not a real condition, whatever you want to call that.
Eventually people are going to be like, 6 seconds. Oh, that's so long.
I think it's bad to be introduced to this right now because it's just going to make you more anxious. And also, people are creating things with not that much hard work. And I think that's the downside of these quick,
That's our generation in general.
Yeah.
How half-assed can we do it and still get it done?
And I don't like that as a part of me, even though it is sometimes. I would rather cut corners with certain things, not with things that are dear to me. But I don't think that would be good for me to do. So I refuse to use Vine. It just distracts you more. I don't want to give in anymore to these things. I already have Twitter. I already have Instagram. I want to make real films that I actually can put hard work into. But I have seen some cool stop motion on Vine, which is neat.
Yeah, there's some cool stuff you can do. I like the concept of, like, being able to just tap to record, like, even if it was like a 10-minute like piece, like, because you could easily do stop motion with it.
Oh yeah.
But if you want to follow me on Vine, I'm at eclicknick. I have like 2 Vines ever, so don't even bother. But all right, I think we've rambled long enough.
Blah blah blah.
Blah 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 blah. But if there's anything you want us to talk about on the show, or if you have any opinions on what we talked about, please let me know in the comments down below here on YouTube.
And be nice. Just don't be losers and disagree just to disagree. I love arguing with different opinions, but
only
be smart.
Only when you're right and we're right. So don't just agree.
Disagree all the
just
time
agree.
With us.
And you can always download our podcast on iTunes for free. Just look for Society Bytes, Bytes.
Don't spell it wrong.
Don't spell it wrong. You won't find it. All right. Well, that's everything for this episode. We'll see you again next time.
Listen to us again.
You better do it.
Bye.
I know. Nicely done.
Shazam.
And we're done.